Hello and welcome to Bloke on the Range, and a very special guest who is best known as Phúc from Firepower United, but is really...
My name's Calvin Trung, and I'm traveling through Europe, and I just happened to find this guy, and he's going to show me how to use some bolty boys. So quickly, that's the important part.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now, in all my coaching videos so far, I've been taking fresh novices. So we had Lindy Beige, we had Bismarck, we had Tim. You are, on the other hand, a very experienced shooter already.
But with semi-autos.
Yeah.
That's the big difference here.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, rather than working out from a basis of 0, we're going to work on what Calvin already knows from shooting 3-gun and various other dynamic disciplines, and translate it to old school obsolete things. And we've got Frankenrifle and my number 4. So we've actually got very, very limited time here due to a slight administrative screw up on somebody's part, probably mine. We're lucky enough to have an hour and a half. It could have actually ended up being nothing. We'd originally booked 2 hours, but we're going to do our best. We're going to be juggling the camera between the two of us. And yeah, we have to shoot from behind the table, which is one of the rules here. So we shall have that in the way as well. So shall we get on with it?
Let's do it.
So, getting a bit of a Calvin eye view of the initial part here, and we actually did some dry training last night off camera, but we'll go back through some of the things we discussed there for the benefit of the viewers at home. Now, fundamentally, shooting any firearm fast is just doing fundamentals fast. With a bolt action, it's a little bit more complicated than with a semi-auto, because with a semi-auto, your shot cycle is aim, squeeze, bang, follow through, reacquire your aim, trigger reset, and pull again. With a bolt action, there's some stuff that has to happen before it can go again. So your entire shot cycle becomes fire, follow through, which is very brief, work the bolt, back on, and the aim is always to try and keep the target in your sights as far as possible. This is my custom Australian International Arms M10A1 Frankenrifle with nasty break of doom, so there's actually very little recoil, but there's a lot of noise. Because there's an awful lot more disturbance of the position going on between the initial follow through and the next shot, natural alignment is extremely important. I mean, it's important with the semi-auto, but to a greater degree with a bolt action, because you are having to work quite hard to keep the rifle more or less on target. And we talk a lot about the middle fingering technique, but that's an advanced technique that's more usable close up, so we shall get onto that in a bit. Hand position. A lot of people have a tendency, in fact Calvin did, to get his hand a long way up, which actually makes life difficult. You need more movement to get to the bolt. If your hand is scrunched up, you've got to get round to the bolt lever and then get back round the cocking piece. I find a much more rearward hand position with the ball of my thumb on the centre line, so that I can squeeze straight back. And what that actually also does is it means I've got minimum movement to get onto the bolt handle. And we don't do palming. I'll just show what palming is for a demonstration. With this type of bolt action, it's finger and thumb, irrespective. I think that immediately demonstrates that palming is not the way forward on one of these. So what we're going to do first is let's do 10 rounds rapid prone. Shall I do it first as a demo?
I think so. I want to see what it looks like.
Okay. So we're going to flip the sight up. We've got some little 10-meter air pistol targets down there at 25 meters. So we're clear. So shall we wander down and have a look?
All right, let's do that. I mean, that was a pretty sporty pace.
Oh, it wasn't too bad
for a target that small.
Yeah.
Okay. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's a double.
Okay.
10. So that's what to aim for. I'll set the sights down a bit. I just guesstimated. I'm aiming here because it gives the best sight picture. And so if we wander back, we'll grab another mag, and you can have a go at that. And the trick is to let your sights dictate how fast you can go, because what you're trying to do is achieve hits within a certain group on target rather than achieve a certain time above everything. You're looking for effect on target, and you need to balance speed against accuracy there. Okay?
So what would be a good metric for group size and time?
For someone who's not done that before, 30% slower than what I just did there. I mean, we didn't time it on the shot timer.
Right.
And a group size about that, because I mean that's at that sort of speed. That's
so like slightly smaller than fist size groups. What we're going for.
I think that's probably a good starting point. And I'll put you on the shot timer.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got a 20 round mag there, but
this thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you lie down without the mag in, just do it dry first, and really check your natural alignment.
Okay.
Because otherwise you'll find the rifle wanders off one way while you're cycling it.
So for people who don't know what a natural point of aim is, I mean, how would you find it?
Okay, so you close the bolt, aim,
okay.
Close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, open your eyes. Where's the front sight?
Off to the right.
Okay, so move the hips in the direction of the error, and then try again. Close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, open your eyes.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yep.
So move your hips if you feel you need to.
Okay.
If not, if you're happy with it, take a dry shot and then work the bolt.
All right, so one thing I just noticed immediately was my elbow position.
Yeah.
Were you lifting your elbow off the deck?
Slightly.
Okay.
It varies. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I tend to lift it just a little bit, because otherwise you end up having to sort of tip the rifle to the right a bit, which some people do. It's a valid technique, but I personally believe in minimizing the movement of the rifle.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So I'm trying to figure out how I should place my body to where I don't have to move my elbow so much.
Okay, just there you go.
See, that's a lot of movement. In my opinion.
You're kind of lifting your shoulder a lot. There you go. That looked better. So you can lift your elbow without lifting your shoulder. You were sort of tensing up and dropping the rifle down.
Okay. Yeah, we did not go through this in dry fire.
No.
Ugh. You know what this makes a lot better?
Hmm?
You know what makes it a lot better?
Yeah?
I said it last night, but it had a gas tube, and a gas port, and a gas block, and an op rod. Oh.
That's looking pretty good.
Yeah, feels better now.
Okay, whack the mag on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and I will get the timer on. So 10 rounds on the second target across.
All right. Starting from loaded and cocked.
Loaded and cocked. Yeah, you can start on the aim. There you go. Are you ready? Stand by. 26, 24, and your splits were 68 first shot, 2.5, 320, 277, 255, 303, good number, 286, 288, 276.
So that roughly was 3 second splits.
Yeah, I think that was a good pace for a first go. So should we go see how that went?
Yeah, I'm a little scared to look.
Let's range rules hit our rifle benched. So
yeah, so one thing I noticed was the length of your rifle and where I had to hold it.
Yeah,
kind of.
I've got longer arms than you. I hold it like way out.
So let's see how it did. I mean, from what I saw in my world, as I was running the bolt back and forth, I just felt like the whole rifle was moving everywhere.
Yeah,
and so you can see it.
That's all right.
That's okay. It's more. Yeah, definitely got that horizontal deviation there. But yeah, it's 10 rounds, and if I did my fist that way, so yeah, I definitely saw it in the sights. But I mean,
what I could see is that you had this initial tendency to sort of breathe in and tip forward, tip the rifle down between shots, which you then corrected. You're sort of fighting it because it's really not self-evident to keep the rifle exactly there.
It's really tough too, because I feel like when I'm pushing the bolt closed, I'm pushing the entire rifle forward and then down.
Yeah, you got to fight that.
Yeah,
you got to fight that. Your left hand has to support the rifle, and your right hand has to do something that's independent of it, even though it's actually linked to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, should we give that another go?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So now for my second time, what critiques would you have for me to do better?
It's to try and decouple your left arm from your right arm, mostly. In fact, if we just swap around.
Okay.
So you were saying that when you cycled the bolt, you had the tendency to push the rifle down.
Yep.
I'd actually never thought of it this way before, but essentially you need to decouple what this hand is doing as far as pushing from this hand. So this hand has to hold the rifle good and stable, and then this hand does what it wants to do. And if I lie down, in fact, it drops down for me as well.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it. But by the time I've got the rifle back near to closed, I'm back almost on, and then just resettle. Because when I lift my elbow slightly, so that I don't have to go, I'm exaggerating. Yeah, it does dip, but you were dipping it down quite.
I was doing it quite a bit.
Because I think you had the tendency to push your shoulder into it as you were firing it, and I think you got to sort of relax your shoulder, not move your shoulder, not push into it. Literally, it's your left arm's giving you the control.
So would you say you're using quite a bit of strength with your left arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hanging on to it.
So it's very similar to pistol shooting, that you really want to grip that pistol with your support hand.
Yeah. This is giving you the control, particularly once you get into middle finger. It's giving you all the control because that's not rigid. So it's a good practice in general, not only for the conventional right hand, but when you get onto middle fingering. So, should we swap back?
Yeah, all right, let's give that a try.
Let's make everyone dizzy.
Yeah.
Swapping the camera around.
It's going to be a little bit tough because your rifle's so much longer than, well, what I'm used to with my little AKs. With this giant length of pull for you giant people. Let's see.
Okay, load and make ready.
Okay. Find my...
Did you just... let's just... I forgot to bring the sight down.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, that's why I was shooting a little bit high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so get comfortable. And then close the bolt when you're ready.
Oh, it's actually pretty on. As far as your swing hand or your arm, is it like at an angle, or are you directly underneath the rifle?
I'm right underneath it. I have no complaints with your elbow position. I would have it possibly slightly further to the right.
Outward?
To the right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so close bolt. Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Hey, no flinch.
Yeah,
nice.
I got that part right.
So 2360, that was a lot more solid. It looked more solid. Did it feel more solid?
It felt more comfortable, but still not comfortable completely.
Mm-hmm. It takes quite a while to get comfortable. So your first shot was 1.87, splits of 257. What am I doing? Wrong button. So, sorry, first shot 7, split of 249. 249, 230, 255, 268, 273, 239, 253, 257. So you've taken to a half a second off your splits already there, and you were looking far more solid.
Okay. I was also being less careful with the sight picture.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit worried on what the paper looks like.
Okay. Let's go have a look.
Okay. Let's see this.
I was impressed by the complete lack of flinch on that last shot.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that was rock solid.
I mean, come on, dude.
I know.
You gotta have more faith than that.
Well, it's just I'm a slight flincher. It's just my flinch is just ever so slightly late.
Yeah. So you can see I've got a couple flyers.
Yeah. I mean, the core of your group is tighter, but then there's a couple further off.
Yeah.
But that was good.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. I mean, it felt easier, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it was like a timing thing, or just getting my body movement to where it's more efficient, so I'm moving less.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, given we've got limited time, should we jump straight to the real one?
Okay.
To the number 4.
Oh gosh, this thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, loaded mag and everything.
Yep.
Okay, so you want me to do the exact same thing, but
Yep.
on 10 rounds of 303?
Yep. Let me just guesstimate the sight setting. That'll be it.
Okay.
Good enough.
Yep. Here, I'll get the position first. I'll load it up on the 10.
This has a short butt, so will probably fit you better.
So we're not doing all this?
Do it if you want.
No, I don't think it will help in this instance.
No.
Oh yeah, this feels much more comfortable.
Remember what we discussed about hand position? Right hand position.
Oh, that's right. That's a hard habit to break.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then with a shorter length of pull, it's actually harder to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, move over slightly to the right. It's a smoother bolt throw.
Yep.
Okay, that might work. Okay.
Okay. Work them in.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Not yet. Let me get my rifle. All right.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. All right, that was 21:24. So, being faster still.
was even more liberal with the sights this time. I feel like each time I'm not getting better, or not getting faster because I'm better. I'm getting faster because I'm aiming less carefully.
So that was 76 first shot, then a 231, 216, 149.78. That's probably someone from the other side getting picked up. Yeah, when the people on the other side are shooting, we're not going to get good.
Were there 11 shots or 10 shots?
There were 10 shots.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, this registered 10, but
I don't know if I fired a 1.5 split though. That's kind of fast.
There's a .78 split and a .54 split.
Yeah, yeah, this gun's a lot slicker than the Frankenrifle, but because the butt plate is smooth and metal,
so it tends to slide.
It slid everywhere.
Okay, mag off.
Oh,
Swiss range rules. Okay. Let's go have a look.
All right, this one's probably not going to be a proud Instagram group, but yeah,
that was an excellent operation.
It's way easier on that gun.
Yeah.
Well,
Frankenrifle's relatively new production. It's only had a few hundred rounds through it.
Okay. I mean, they're all on paper, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually made it on the paper. I'm a little surprised.
Yeah.
Because looking at my front sight, I felt like it was just going everywhere or somewhere on this piece of paper, and I just pulled the trigger as soon as it was on it somewhere.
Oh. Well, it's interesting that I find this with me sometimes, is that one part I'll improve and the other part will suffer at the same time. And you've got the mechanical, you've improved massively over the last 30 rounds with the mechanical side, but then the aiming side has
yeah, a lot of it honestly had to do with me gripping the rifle differently than the first one because of the butt plate, and then also I felt like it was harder to hold the forend with it. It was like slicker. So you can, I don't know if you can see in the video, but you can probably watch it like slide out of my hands and back in.
Yeah, I find I have to jiggle it back into my shoulder a bit.
Yeah.
So, again, given limited time, should we do a standing 2-2-2 drill, which is called, because I keep forgetting?
It's the Blake drill after Blake Pegues.
Okay, let's start that on full-size IPSC targets at 25 meters.
Oh, okay.
Which rifle?
I like the action on that one better, but I like the stock on that one better.
We're going to do it a bit with both.
Okay.
Shall I do it first?
Yeah, I want to see the someone who knows what they're doing do it first.
Okay. Because it's a fairly big target, I'm going to use the ghost ring.
Do you need a shot?
It's probably a bit pointless because we're just picking up. I can see that the shot time is picking up the guys on the next bay.
Okay.
So, should we just? Okay.
So one thing I noticed, even without a shot timer, your splits and transitions were roughly the same speed.
Yeah, because you've got relatively a lot of time that you're cycling the bolt. It doesn't really matter whether you reacquire the same target or transition onto another target, because it's dead time. That's a phrase I've used in other videos. But the cycling time is dead time, and you can use it for something else, which is making the relatively small transition.
I'm shaking my head. I can't see it. So I'm shaking my head agreeing with you, but it's not a video.
Okay. Right. Where'd the patches go?
Behind you. Oh
yeah.
Over there. So let's see what they look like.
Oh. Middle one wasn't great.
So we got
double alpha, Charlie Delta,
and two alpha again.
Alpha Charlie.
Oh, you're so close.
Just
outside.
snuck out. Yeah, that was me pulling.
On the middle target?
Yeah.
A common pistol shooter error is to actually just over transition and stay there.
It's entirely possible I did that, having never practiced this, because practice is cheating.
Okay. So this drill will be starting at level 20 on the timer, up 2, 2, and 2, 3 separate targets.
Yep.
All right, that's it. with this ghost ring sight. Did you have to aim any particular spot on the target?
In the middle.
Okay. Let's give that a shot then. Okay.
Are you ready?
Let me get my... This is just so different. All right.
Stand by. .854, and no one fired on the next base. So splits. And 130 first shot, 139, 137, 157, 137, 154.
So yeah, same thing, mostly equal between splits and transitions. So I wasn't spending all my time trying to run the bolt every time. Okay, got tasters. See how the shots looked.
Your right hand was creeping a little forward.
Yeah,
again.
I caught myself, and then I noticed I did it, and I brought it back, and then I think I did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard habit to break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got
Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie. So
Alpha Charlie. Double Alpha.
you guys don't have pacer guns here in Switzerland?
No, I guess the IPSC guys probably use them.
Yeah, so much faster.
Yeah.
Just and you're done.
So what I think we should do, either you do that with the number 4 at 25, or we can move it forward and get closer and faster.
I like closer and faster.
Okay, with Frankenrifle again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just re-bomb up the mag and move forward to, what do you reckon, 15?
15? Okay, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so move forward to 15 now, and conventional right-hand grip, and then 15 is possibly close enough to try a middle finger afterwards, but we'll do it conventional first.
Okay.
So load and make ready.
Oh. It's funny, we're working from 25 and working our way in. Usually people work close and work their way out.
Yeah, you see, I'm a believer in accuracy first, and trading accuracy for speed. So we start further out and then work in. And actually, a lot of our competition courses of fire, like non-dynamic stuff, they work in the same way. You start long and get.
Interesting. Okay, something a little bit different.
So, hand position, yeah.
Yep, that's the one that's easy to forget.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. .818. That was good.
Was it?
818, yeah, that's not bad.
It seemed like I was kind of slow on the. I just slipped out the bolt a couple times.
Yeah, you did. So we've got 150 first shot, 168 split, 129, 122, 123, 126.
Do you remember the time for my last, the 25 meter one?
I can't remember off the top of my head, and it doesn't.
It was in the 8 somethings, I think, right?
It was something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I probably made better hits because everything's so much closer. No, never mind.
No, Alpha Charlie.
It's all Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie.
I'm leaning off to the right for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it possible your alignment's off, or you're pulling at it? Or?
Yep, that's possible. I didn't feel very comfortable in whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
So it could be a body alignment issue, or
Yeah.
point of aim, or natural point of aim issue.
So, shall I do it middle fingering?
Yes.
And then you can see middle fingering for you is better at 15 or not.
Okay.
So, shall I Frankenrifle it or number 4?
I guess let's use Frankenrifle to have like a baseline.
Okay.
To see where everything's at.
Let's do it.
Okay. That one probably only has 4 rounds in it. One of them has 4, the other one has 8.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Stand by. Okay, now you're just showing off. That was a... Can't really see it. 470... Okay, it was a 476, and now it's picking up other gunshots. Let's see. First shot was a 90-something. You can't really show this on camera. I didn't really pick it very well. 178, 265, 338, 412, and 476. That was your last shot, I think.
You sure? No, it's because it's picking up things from the other side. But what are the plausible splits?
Right? Okay, could be wrong. Okay, maybe you got jacked up from everyone else shooting.
Yeah, I think so. This is turning.
Yeah.
We'd hoped to book the whole thing so it wouldn't do this, but no. Well, let's see. The effect on target was not as good, but it was quick. I mean, I expect when I'm middle fingering it to be doing sub-second splits.
Okay.
So, yeah, a bit low. Charlie Delta, double Charlie.
We got an Alpha Delta.
Alpha Delta. So, doing that, I'm very much sacrificing accuracy for speed.
And would you say it's from you pushing the bolt forward so quickly?
I'm working the bolt at the same speed. It's just I'm taking less time to aim, and I'm not losing time bringing my hand across. Because literally, provided the front sight is somewhere on the target, I'm pressing the trigger with my middle finger at the first opportunity, and that's how you get the splits down so far. So we need to put a few more rounds in this mag for you.
Okay.
I had 4 in it, didn't it? Okay, right. Let's try middle fingering then.
Okay, let's give this a shot.
Ready?
Let me get my natural point of aim, or whatever I think that is with this gun.
Do it while holding the bolt handle with your finger and thumb.
Okay.
So that your right arm is not affecting it in any way.
This is such an awkward movement.
Yeah,
and
if you're
positioning.
not used to it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think I have it.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Ooh. That was about 6.5, and there was a shot over there immediately after. So that's a good whack faster.
Yeah, it is. The one thing I noticed is that when my hands are getting sweaty and you have this really smooth handguard, it's really hard to hold this rifle into your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's got some texture on it.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
I mean, if you're used to rails and stuff that dig into your hand.
Yeah, that's what 1913 is good for. I mean, people like to put their M-lock or whatever this cool kids use these days. But I'm one of the old schools. Let's see. So that was Alpha Charlie.
Double Alpha.
Yeah, that was the only good one.
And then double Charlie, but together.
Yeah. I think that just happened to put the front sight somewhere on paper and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And they both just happened to be right there.
Probably. But that's good.
Not bad.
That's good. Do you want to try it with the number 4?
Yeah.
Same distance?
Same distance. Just easier gun to run, but harder gun to shoot, maybe?
Yeah, probably. And it's heavier.
It's much heavier.
So, an empty mag.
Do we have
And then we've got a charger
Okay.
and a live round, so you can load the exact amount.
Okay.
And you can explain to your co-countrymen about not getting rim jam or rim lock.
Yeah, so I guess in the States we get really crappy chargers that are like super Parkerized and really thick because they're Italian. But here's some original chargers. I've never practiced this, by the way. Oh my god. That's so much easier than mine. That's ridiculous.
I don't think anything's been done to this one. Maybe just run a little bit of emery cloth along the edges. But I've used this one quite a lot because it's one of my range bag ones.
Yeah, there goes my bike. Let's see this. There we go. Yeah, I actually had to take sockets, like 10mm sockets, like shove them in there to stretch them out so that actually I can get cartridges inside of them.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. So same thing, just with a different gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get a feel for this guy. Yeah, let's use that sight. That guy.
Are you ready? Stand by. $680.
Yeah, the hiccups kind of screwed me up, but I think if I didn't have like me flying off the gun.
All right, whack 6 more in it then.
Okay. Well, let's go first.
Okay, because that's recoiling a lot more. You weren't expecting it, and you were losing grip on the bolt handle.
Yeah, losing grip on the bolt handle and the forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. Because I normally shoot 5.45.
Ah, yeah, 3.3 versus 5.45. That's
it's a big difference. That was that rocked my world a little bit. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not as bad as 30-06.
No.
But when you're used to shooting 5.45 and 5.56, that's a big jump.
I mean, there's a lot of power factor on them. That's a 180 grain bullet doing over 2,400 feet a second.
I really got it, because in 5.56 you get away with a pretty casual stance.
Yeah.
My feet were actually coming around.
Yeah. So you can be a bit more aggressive in the stance and lean into it a touch more.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, we just get spoiled with those little poodle calibers.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much easier. Okay, let me get a good aggressive stance on this thing.
There you go.
Okay, that should work.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. $606.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
I don't think the speed was that much faster, but I felt like I had much more control of this rifle.
Yes. That was quite clear.
Okay.
That you were you weren't taken by surprise by it.
Yeah.
Like you were the time before.
First time I was like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, because I mean, going up from a massively compensated 7.62 by 39 up to a full-blown 303.
Yeah, and I guess I shot more, I got better.
Yeah.
So the last target was 2 alpha, really tight. This one, I didn't bring my gun all the way over. I got 2 Charlies on top of it. These off. And the first one, I don't know, like, what happened here.
Yeah.
I must have just let it drop and then pulled the trigger afterwards. It's like, oh, there it is, bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice watching the improvement from the thick end of an hour ago now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like, I don't practice at home, and even if I did, I don't know where I'd use it.
Yeah.
Because there's really not a sport that you would really benefit from knowing this.
Unless you're an idiot like me and would shoot a 2-gun match with a bolt action or IPSC with a bolt action just for fun.
Is there a bolt action division? There's a manual division.
There is a manual division, but if I remember rightly, it's half the round count and no one uses it anyway.
Oh, okay.
So, given the time constraints and other things we need to shoot, do you want to do one more really up close? Or
let's do one like super close, like 7.
Yeah, we can do 7.
7 meters.
So, let's move the stuff down.
Okay. So I'm suspecting at this distance, my limitation will be how fast I can run the bolt.
Probably.
Because on a handgun, I can do this in sub 2 seconds.
Yeah.
From the holster. So let's give this a shot here. Yeah, all right.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. $576.
Yeah, so slightly faster. I can be pretty liberal with the aiming, and looks like all alphas.
Yeah, there's maybe one Charlie there on the left.
Oh, possibly.
Let's go have a look.
Yeah, it might be on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just out.
Oh, it's 9 mil.
Yeah, if it had been a 9mm.
Yeah, just barely. And again, I was like, my hand was flying off the bolt and hitting myself in the face.
Yeah, it's something you got to get used to.
Yeah. Because I'm like trying not to be tense.
Yeah.
But also want to hold the bolt handle tight enough to where it's
like your left arm needs to be tense, your right shoulder needs to be relaxed, your right hand needs to be gripping
Look at that, I can cover it with one
yes.
taster.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. Be eco-friendly whenever possible. Okay.
Shall I run this?
Yes, I will see what you can do it in.
Okay.
Probably at least a full second faster than me.
Well, we shall see.
Okay.
Oh, it's getting warm.
Yeah, it's warm. Are you ready? Stand by. Well, that's pretty impressive. 369. That's quick.
And it turned my hearing protection off.
Oh.
That's better.
Yeah, I mean, 66 reaction, 75. Let's see. 61 split. It's picking up some stuff. 47 split, 56. You're doing like 60 splits.
Yeah, I'm actually looking over the sights. I'm actually point shooting it.
Okay. I was still trying to use the sights.
I thought I've just got to go for broke, because at this distance, I mean, with a handgun at this distance, I wouldn't be really using the sights either. I'd be looking through them or over them.
Right.
So the hits aren't so great, but time has a quality.
Yeah, I wonder if we did hit factor scoring, which would be better. A 2-second delta, that's huge on
something that quick.
Something that short. Yeah, short course of fire.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. I just thought I want to make 6 hits as quickly as humanly possible.
Yeah,
So went for it. Right. So I think the last thing. What should we do? I think we should do a duel on one target.
Okay.
So we got the two rifles. Can you beat me middle fingering it if I have to take a normal grip?
Ooh. We can try that.
And you can have whichever one you want. So do you want Frankenrifle?
If I'm gonna middle finger it, I think I like the number 4 better.
Okay, so I'll conventional grip it Frankenrifle, and you can middle finger the number 4.
Okay.
6 rounds on one target.
Okay.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh, I flinched that one.
I think we both fired at the same moment.
Did we?
Yeah. Because I certainly heard you've beaten me on hit factor. Because my group's lower.
Your group's tighter, but it's in the Charlie.
Yeah.
My group's all over the place, but there's more alphas.
Yeah. You've got
4
alphas, 2 Charlies. I've got 5
Charlies and 1 alpha.
And 1 alpha. That was fun though.
That was pretty fun. I felt like the whole world was just rocking. Like, I don't know, like everything just turned gray for a second, gray and green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Absolutely. I mean, I still think these guns should have gas ports and gas blocks and hot rods, but I mean, if you're in a place where you're limited on what kind of firearms you own, this is still a very fun activity. So, because, yeah, it's awesome.
So after that, we played with a couple of other toys on the short range, and then went and had to play at 300 meters. But overall, how'd you find that?
I like the Sturmgewehr 57. Other than the fact that your barrel's worn out. But it's a really smooth gun. I really love how it shoots.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Tika, while it's a nice gun, it wasn't anything unique.
Nope.
So, it doesn't have that, like, Swiss allure that I can buy one in the States if I want.
Yep.
it.
And the Aussie thing?
The Aussie thing, that was also a little bit weird, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shot really well.
It would, if it was mass produced, it'd probably be really inexpensive, and
Yeah.
it would probably be really good for the money.
Yeah. But anyway, back at the shooting a bolt action fast plot, you, as I said on the range, you improved a lot over relatively few rounds. It was really, really impressive.
Like each iteration or each string of fire, you just kind of notice like one little thing that
Yep.
you can do to make it a little bit better, like holding the rifle tighter with your support hand.
Yep.
I guess for me, it's trying to find how to grip the bolt handle without doing it too tight, but then also tight enough to where my hand's not flying off the bolt.
Mm.
Yeah, just little things like that.
Yeah.
I guess finding that position on the back of the pistol grip.
Mm-hmm. His ergonomics, I find, compared to a semi-auto, ergonomic concerns with the bolt are of greater importance because you've got far more interaction with the rifle. You're doing more with it than just holding it and squeezing the trigger.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot on a semi-auto. Like I shot one at Red October where I had to hold a vodka bottle in one hand, so I decided to do it with my strong hand, and I'm just using my middle finger for a trigger, just like that, and it worked. Cool. I won that stage for iron-sighted light division.
Cool. So, are you going to be mad enough to run a bolt gun in an action match in the future?
In America, the way they run the matches, there's no way you can win with one.
Oh no, of course you can't win, but you can beat a few of the semi-auto shooters.
Yeah, that maybe. You know, I really would like to see something like that with bolt actions, with retro bolt actions specifically. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So anyway, we are freezing our rocks off here up at the Brünig Pass. It's -1 degrees, but it's a dry cold.
With a lot of wind.
Doesn't stop us shivering. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you in particular to Calvin for coming. It's been
thanks a lot for
great.
having me.
I've got a few more days. I've got to work, but we'll have some more time together. Thank you very, very much to our patrons who paid for some rather expensive range hire and ammunition here. And it really is with this kind of support that we can actually do these cool things, like get cool people like Calvin on a cool Swiss range with some cool guns doing some cool stuff. So thank you all so much for support. Link at the end and in the description below for anyone who would like to help us out in that manner. And yeah, see you again sometime. Bye.
Bye.